my love. Kenrick, how are you? How did I help you? Fafanua, expound on that. Hi, Scovy. How are you guys? How's your day going? Today I'm glowing. Today I'm glowing. I'm on my day 2. I'm fasting. This is day 2 for me. So I'm trying to drink water right now. I'm so pretty. Thank you, love. Thanks for the good vibes. Oof. Scobie's doing good. Nice, nice. Today I'm fasting. Today is my second day of a fast. So I'm actually not doing much today because I'm expecting my energy level to kind of dip. So today I'm just taking care of me, going through the fast. It's the second day, so taking it slow. Yeah, it's not that bad. I guess not the way that I had expected it to be. But it's kind of like a dirty fast, right? It's kind of like a dirty fast because I'm going to put some green tea. I'm going to put some MTC oil. I gotta put some MCT powder. Oh, so we have Harjan. He says he has a depressing story mixed with heartbreak. You lost your mom and dad too now. You're all alone, no brothers, no sisters. God is right there with you, okay? Whenever you find yourself in such a situation, okay? Always remember that's the time God is closest to you, okay? Because God wants to love you and protect you. That's the time you lean into God because He's right there. Like when you're in that, like whenever you're in a bad situation, God is usually right there. You've seen people who die and they get through this like near-death experience, and the moment they are in such deep trouble in their life, God appears to them. Literally heaven opens to them and they realize God is always there. He knows your name. He knows the exact number of hairs you have in your head, right? We don't realize it, but God is right there. You're never alone. You think you are, but you're never alone. And let me tell you the truth. I am in the US, right? I'm also alone. I don't have brothers, sisters here. I don't have parents, right? Like my life, I'm all by myself. If I fall sick, I'm by myself, okay? like literally there are these times that I've had to go for surgery, had somebody come take me from surgery, and I recovered at home all by myself. Okay, like living life is not the sexiest thing, but what makes me go through my day knowing that I am all alone, I studied mental health, so I share mental health with other people. I wake up, I decide what I'm going to do that's going to be fun. Like this week, I'm going through a fast, right? So that's what I'm keeping busy with, right? You can better yourself. In fact, sometimes family members, they're the ones putting you behind. And you think, oh, I don't have family members. You never know. Those are the people who probably could have made your life even worse. Families are over exaggerated. They're not even the best, Harjan, let me tell you. Okay, the friends you make can become your best family, better than the family you were born with. Okay, those were the people God introduced you in your life first when you came here. After that, we make our own life and our own families. You know, I am okay. Like, I am okay. You know, but you guys have seen me go through surgery here on YouTube and recover it all by myself right here on YouTube, because I share almost everything I'm going through with everybody who has subscribed to my channel. You know, this week I'm going through a fast. So I'm trying to put my energy very low. You know, you guys know when I've lost a job, when I've quit a job, I never like lie about my life. You guys, if pretty much you followed my channel, you know, like I quit my job like in January. I got another job, and then my boss decided to close that business as well. But you know what? I got this channel. It's not making money, but I'm building something. Sometimes you're just gonna have to try to do things slowly in life. You know, not everything's going to work out. Not everybody's going to stick around. Not, you know, like this is life, okay? This is not like this is not like this is not like a movie. Okay, your life is not a movie. Right? Where there is like things going, happy endings, stuff like that, right? Life is going to be life. I lost my parents when I was 6 years old, okay? They're never coming back, okay? If I have kids, they will not have grandparents. I didn't have my parents for most of my life. I don't know what it is to like to have a mother or to have a father. I don't know that shit, okay? This is the life. It's not sexy. It is what it is. What am I gonna do? Give up? Start doing drugs? Like, what am I gonna do? What choice do I have than to fight on? That's why I tell people, if you're coming to mental health, I want you to know there's nothing wrong with your life, okay? Life is just being life. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your life. All you gotta do is to make life choices better, okay? Learn about your health, learn about your nervous system. If you need classes, I can give you classes for free if you can't afford them, but if you can afford them, please pay for them, okay? I'm going to give you mentorship either way, okay? But if you can afford, just pay, okay? Just pay for them. But if you really are like in your dumps, like, hey, I need mentorship, I need coaching, but I can't afford coaching, fine, I'll give you coaching for free, okay? There is no need for you to waste your life, okay? There is no need for you to go the wrong way, okay? You can be strong like us. So if you need free coaching, let me know, okay? Don't be out there Arjan on your own. I'm okay now, right? Don't be out there on your own. I'm drinking some green tea with MCT oil. I'm fasting. I'm trying to fast this week. So today is my second day, so you know, I have to drink lots of water. Why am I fasting? Because fasting is something you need to do to kill cancer cells in your body. If you want to, you know, to not get cancer, fasting is a good thing to do. For women, we fast differently than men, okay? A man can fast any day of the month, okay? For women, we don't do that because we have our own sex hormones that we have to respect because we go through cycles. So if you're a woman and you need to know the cycles of your fasting, let me know. Kenrick, how was your 7-day fast? Let me know how it was. Like, how was your second day different from your third day? Did you get any energy boosts? You know, how was it? Let us know. I don't know, maybe sometime today I'll go take a break, I'll go for a short walk, come back, read a book, or, you know, lie down and kind of let the day, you know, kind of let the day slow down. I don't know when my fast is going to be. I would love to do 7 days like you, Kenrick, but I am hoping I get to 7 days, but I don't know. Fasting is a beast, okay? Your worst day was the 6th day? Oh God. I've heard people say their worst day was the 2nd day because they really felt hungry. They said the 3rd day was easier, the 4th day, the 3rd day you stop feeling hungry. I don't know. I'm already feeling like I'm not, okay, this is what I'm feeling. I think I'm starting to detox. And I'm kind of feeling, you know, like when you go to the gym for the first day, like the first week, and you start feeling like you're detoxing. That is how I'm feeling. Like, I'm like, am I all there 100%? Maybe I'm there 100%, but again, I don't know. I don't know. And then I have this swollen lymph node on the left side of my neck. And somebody said, like, when you fast, you can actually heal your body. So I'm curious, like, if I went on a 7-day fast, if this lymph node would actually disappear, like the swelling, if it would actually go down. I've had it for 2 years. It's pretty stubborn, and my doctor doesn't seem to take it very seriously, no matter how much I try to push her. Yeah, she thinks I'm exaggerating. My name is Monica Kanini. This shows me you don't watch my videos, because my videos, I always say my name. Like, I always say my name. After I got past the 6th day, I could have gone forever without eating. Oh wow, if I get to the 6th day and I'm like, I don't need food, I'm going to keep on like with the fast until like my body wants to eat. Then I'll go have a soup. Oh, you must miss that part of my videos. I don't know. I don't think you missed any part of my videos. My videos, if you want free mental health coaching, by the way, I put a lot of videos on my YouTube channel to help people understand mental health, and because you know I'm passionate about the nervous system and mental health, and I always say my name. And some of the videos you will see my YouTube, like I started this YouTube channel, I called it Wired Happiness, and then as I moved on, I called it Post-Traumatic Bliss. Yes, I don't know what happens with these lymph nodes though, like it just gets swollen and then it gets so stubborn, like. So I've been reading this book called The Book of the Lymph, and so like I've been trying these different massages that they have on that book, and then I've been going to the acupuncture. I actually need to book an appointment with that girl. Acupuncture actually was helping, like the cupping was helping. Yeah, I'll need to go do it again. Yeah, the doctors are very nonchalant about stuff. Like, I'm like, I know, like, I probably sleep on one side of, like, I sleep on this side more than I sleep on this side. And I think that could be affecting. Do you sleep on one side more than the other? I think that could be affecting the lymphatic drainage. Yeah, but it's still like a burden. Like, I don't know. I wish I had a masseuse for a therapist, or for like a lover. I would have them work on this neck every day. Oh, you sleep on your back? Okay. I don't know how to sleep on my back. It's so hard for me to sleep on my back. Okay, so you're all over the place. So it doesn't really matter like why we have these things, but let me see if I fast, if it'll go away. So the lymph nodes, they drain, they drain towards the heart. Okay, so they drain towards the heart. So when you're going through them, you can't do back and forth like this. You have to do one direction because they are draining. You'll be watching to find out how it turns out. Today is the second day, right? But I have a game plan. Okay, I can do green tea because it will not raise my blood sugar. If worse comes to worse, I'll eat some sardines because they are just fat balls and they don't have any protein in them, and they will not raise my sugar. Sardines have a glycemic index of 0, so worst comes to worst, those ones the ones I go to. I have MCT oil, and then you can also put heavy cream on your tea. So worst comes to worst, I'll put some heavy cream on my tea, and that's it, right? So I'm drinking beverages, but I'm not going to eat anything apart from sardines and heavy cream, like cream on my tea. Yeah, so you know the good thing is I'm not having a job right now, so So this is the best time for me, okay, to do this. I don't have a job. In fact, if I don't get a job, I'm thinking about ditching my apartment because um, I live in a very expensive place, to be honest. And I noticed I could have a roommate, but I noticed that I don't like living with people. I know this sounds bad, don't judge me. I don't like living with people. Okay. Every time I've lived with people, they've tried to mess up my nervous system. Okay. I don't know why, but I am happy by myself. Like, people be trying to mess up your nervous system when you live with them, and I don't like people messing up my nervous system. I'm twisting my hair. I'm growing my natural hair as well. It's like my is my goal in 2025, 2026. It's kind of short right now, but for 4C hair, this is the most difficult hair in the world, okay? When people tell you about 4C hair, like 4C black woman's hair, they're talking about this type of hair, okay? It's very, very difficult hair, okay? It has shrinkage, you know, for all of you who are white and brown people, you understand shrinkage, especially for men. Like my hair does the same thing, okay? It shrinks. It shrinks. So it could be long, but you will not see the length. You know, you will not see the length because it goes back, okay? So people create drama for your nervous system. So for me, coming from a very toxic childhood, I don't have any more patience for toxic people and drama. Like I just, you know, I went through a toxic childhood, then I lived with this guy who was really toxic. So I don't have more fucks to give about people and their toxicity. I ran out of it. So I'd rather just live by myself or not live with people. I understand, honestly, there's a point where I understand homeless people when they'd rather be homeless than live with people. That part I get. Like, I understand it very well. It's all about your nervous system. I always say it's nothing big. It's not like there's nothing to correct about your life. All you gotta understand is your nervous system. Your nervous system is your mental health. If it's out of balance, you're out of balance. If it's in line and in balance, then you're doing good, right? It's never about you and anything with your chemicals or whatever. My coaching is always about you understand your nervous system, okay? Understand your nervous system, because heaven and hell will be created by your nervous system, right? You will experience it in your nervous system. Hi, Marcosas Devsky. You guys have difficult names. Always write comments that are in line with the channel. I don't review your comments because some of them are kind of toxic. And if your channel doesn't pass the AI test, then I don't review it. What's my favorite song? I must have a favorite song. But I can't remember it. What's your favorite song? You want me to sing something? Today's not the best day to sing, but I'll sing it for you. You know, when you're going through a fast, you don't want to talk too much because of dry throat and all that. Bless me, Lord, every day, every day, every day. Bless me, Lord, every day, every day, every day. You on my side. Bless me, Lord, every day, every day, every day. Hey, that's my song. Okay. That's my song. I see you winning. I see you winning. I'm winning. We all are winning. You're winning. I'm winning. We all are winning for life. I see you winning. I'm winning. We all are winning. You're winning. I'm winning. We are winning for life. Greetings from Italia by Dominic Di Bari. Right. My head, it's true, my side hustle might not be that sexy, but you never know. You might make money, and that's true. Like a lot of work that I have seen people make money with is, and this opened me up to the art of making money. A lot of work is not sexy. I might probably do something. I was thinking about doing something like dog grooming. You know, like I like animals, I like cats, I like dogs, grooming pets. Not very sexy, but you're not dealing with people, and it's a job that gives you joy. So I might try to do that. Now by chance it's like, yo, I'm good, right? Oh no, I can't do babysitting or au pair. I don't like other people's kids. I had eye surgery some time back because my eyes were not moving well. So they tightened some muscles. No, I can't do babysitting. Actually, I'm well educated. I have a master's in business. I have done like human resources, human resource management, talent acquisition, all those. I mean, I could be a good babysitter, but I don't want to babysit for people because I don't know. I don't want to help people raise their kids. Like, I don't have kids, okay? Yes, I mean, that's part of the reason why I do an online channel and I help people who need guidance in mental health. If somebody really needs it, you know, there's a time that people need it, but especially for people in their 20s, if you feel that, hey, I want my 20s to be made of success, and I don't know how that looks like. I'm not very clear on how success will look like, and you want a cheat sheet, let me know. Why I don't want to raise other people's kids? I don't want to raise other people's kids, okay? If I wanted to raise kids, I'd raise my own children, okay? The thing is, when you're raising people's kids, they have like all these stupid rules that don't make sense, and I'm like, yeah, so raise your own child, okay? Like, it's just easier. you raise your own children. Yeah, if I'm raising kids, it's my own children. It's the way that I want to raise them. And I have helped kids. I have raised, I liked, I was a behavior technician, right? So I was helping these kids with, on the autism spectrum and all that. And it's good, right? But you go, you do all this work, right? You go, you help the kid with all this, and then you go home, and you go back home and you realize the parents were not doing any of those things that you helped the kid with. Like, they're not repeating these things. They're not like trying to put these routines into the kid's daily life. And I'm like, so I'm here just wasting my time doing all this repetition, helping your child, and then you're gonna go out there and do your own thing. Like, they're not involved, right? Like, stuff like that. Like, I'm like, no. Oh my goodness, another. So today, that's the first person who's asked me to marry them. I always get people asking me to marry them on this channel. This is the first person today, and the answer is usually no. I've always had a breakthrough, like always had a breakthrough with somebody. And for me, that's the joy, right? That's the joy. Like, I have 100% always had a breakthrough with somebody that I'm coaching, because my coaching is very good, okay? Very, very good. I have not even seen very few coaches I have seen that take the nervous system into account, okay? This is what a lot of coaches, they do. They will take one thing and they will tell you, oh, the only reason that your life is not succeeding is because you're not thinking positively. And I'm like, you can't narrow somebody's life into the fact that they're not thinking positively. You're gaslighting them, because first of all, the human brain is not meant to think positively. Sometimes thinking negatively will help you better in life than thinking positively, okay? If you assume that you're going to be broke, you're going to save more money than somebody who thinks like their money can never run out, right? So at that point, thinking negatively is actually smart, especially with money, right? Thinking negatively about, how to spend your money, it might run out, you want to save your future, you want to plan for a rainy day. Actually, that is what will save you. So a lot of times when people are telling me to think so positively, I'm like, oh, you want them to stop thinking. You want them to stop thinking. That's why you're telling them to just think positively. I'm not saying that don't think positively, like, oh, my life is blessed, God loves me, I'm divinely protected. Yeah, think that way. That's a good way to think, okay? But when it comes to practicalities of life, assume that if you take your child for a sleepover, your neighbor might molest your kid. So the kid stays at your house very safe, okay? That is thinking positively, but it's also thinking negatively, but also being smart, okay? Okay. Okay. you might be marrying a whole demon and never know it. Yeah, you never know. If you think like, hey, this person just loves me for me, right? Think about like, why would they love me? Like, I'm a natural human being. I have flaws. Why you in love with me? You know, why do you want me, right? That might make you even make better decisions about your partner. No, by chance, I wish I had money to be negative about. Right? But right now, when you don't have money, is a good time to be like, okay, you know, let me save my money, right? And then you will have something good to talk about. I teach people how to invest in portfolios for themselves that track the S&P 500, stuff like that too, so that you can take charge of your money. Because let's say mental health is not just how you think, it's also what you do. Don't ask me any nasty questions. Keep them to yourselves and your family and other nasty people like you. Don't ask me nasty questions. Right? Yeah, so if you want to heal from trauma, from anything, I always tell you the first thing you need to do is understand the nervous system. Like, you know how sometimes you need that one thing that can help you unlock something? If you want to unlock mental health, think nervous system. Don't think about my thoughts. Don't think about like, oh, my brain cells, the neurochemicals. Think about the whole nervous system and the way it works. It's going to help you understand how your body and your mind works automatically when you're not there, when you're not like even thinking about it. And now you will start being in harmony with your nervous system. What am I drinking? I'm drinking green tea. I'm actually starting to feel better after drinking 1 cup of this green tea. When I wake up, I was feeling a little bit down, a little bit hungry. I think this MCT oil and green tea has kind of like done the trick. So I'm not feeling, and I think that hour has passed. The 8 a.m., I don't know, for some reason, right? When you're fasting, 8 a.m. is the hour that I'm drinking warm. Yeah, must be warm right now. 8 a.m. is the hour that your brain goes like, I need something to eat. It starts giving you like headache signals. It really starts making you feel bad. Like, if you don't feed me now, you're going to die. That's what my body was doing before I started this live. And I was like, okay, let me go on live and see if I can distract my body from wanting to eat. I still have like a little bit of a headache. I do have a lot of videos. I worked on a lot of videos, and they're nice videos actually. Like, all my videos, I made good work on them. But you know, when sometimes you work on a channel, and then I realized maybe let me do more live videos for my channel. But I have a lot of videos there for free. And I have also a class that I have created. So email me at monica@posttraumaticbliss.com if you need classes. Let me know, okay? Don't struggle with mental health. And I'm here making sure that you get, you get the help that you need, okay? If you can't afford my classes, right, I'll do it for free, because I would rather you don't suffer from bad mental health wherever you are in the world, because it's such a big struggle. And I would rather you learn and then you teach other people around your neighborhood, or other people that might need help. I'd rather you learn and help other people, that you become the light around the people that you live with. You become the light that helps other people grow, right? Because yes, I don't have, right? I don't need to make money. If you don't have money, then take the class, okay? And be a good student and leave me a good review. Right? Then, then leave me a good review on my classes if you cannot afford them, right? I help you, right? And you also help other people to know that, hey, this is a good class, okay? You don't have to pay me if you don't have the money, hey, okay? But I'm charging it. It's a class that I'm charging. I want to do 7 days. I don't know if I can make it 7 days, but we'll see. The thing is, if you don't want to do 7 days, you need a lot of fat. And I don't have a lot of visceral fat. You can see, kind of struggling. So I don't know. And yeah, I'm a psychologist. So yeah, and I've studied a lot of mental health. So look, I'm not here to analyze your psychology. I'm not here to tell you whether you're a good person or you're a bad person or whatever. Okay? I'm not a psychoanalyst. I don't go that way, right? I'm a coach. Right? A coach is not trying to analyze your life, where you're like what you have done, what you've been through. A coach is, where are you right now? Where do you want to go? Okay, you need healing, so you're not well right now, you need healing. How do we close the gap from where you are right here to where you want to be? How do we close this gap? Okay, are you going to build a bridge and walk over it? Are you going to jump? Right? How are you going to close this gap between where you are right now and where you want to go? That is the big thing, okay? That's what coaching is about. I'm not here to analyze you, to tell you whether you're a good person, you're a bad person. That you can take it up with you, God, okay? God is the ultimate judge of you, right? And the situations that you have been through and how you have reacted to them, that is all on you, right? So Will, nice to see you. Marnie Barjar. Yes, I have a lot of videos. Nice to see you, Marnie Barjar, again. Vishnu, $500. Yeah, you want to take my class and pay $500? You're welcome to pay $500 for my class. If you have more money, pay more money. Okay. Uncle R said I'm very pretty. Uncle Earl Da Costa in the house. Shout out, shout out. Uncle Earl bringing positive vibes. Shamara Brapa are like, I love my color combo. Let me show it to you, my darling. I made it for the spring because I wanted something that reminds me of all the flowers that come up with the spring. Yeah, I should probably have put some green because I overloaded with pink. Mad Fan Kids loves the name of my channel. Yes. Post-traumatic bliss. Post-traumatic bliss is a very positive name if you think about it. It encompasses your mental health journey, okay? In life, you never know how your life circumstances go. Sometimes they don't go well, right? But there comes a time when you're like, I want to change my story, okay? I wanna shed bad luck from my life, okay? I wanna change my story from struggling to victory. I wanna change this story, right? There comes a time in your life when you're like, my story in life gotta change. I don't know how, but I'm gonna change it. I've gone through trauma, I've gone through tears, I've gone through pain. My story has to change. And if you see like all the Bible, it always comes up with us going through that whole journey of pain and then deciding like we're gonna stop it, right? And that's when post-traumatic bliss comes in and you realize I can understand my nervous system, I can understand myself, I can understand my body, how I'm reacting to things, why I'm reacting to things this way, and I can redirect my life in a different way, right? And let me tell you, it's not the money that you're lacking that's not making you happy. It's the small things like you're not setting up good boundaries, okay? Like for me, I realized my weak boundaries were the reason why I was not happy in my life, okay? Very weak boundaries with people, with my money, not saying no to people. That was ruining my life and my happiness, okay? Allowing people to disrespect me, that was the thing, that was bringing unhappiness in my life. Now I have zero tolerance, right? It's kind of like I snapped and I went the other way, right? Like I'm not getting anybody use my money, disrespect me, stuff like that. I just went another way. And that's when I realized that I'm protecting my energy and I'm happy. Like people are not in my space, in my energy, and I'm happy. And I started realizing, oh, this is how it works. Like I gotta protect my space and my energy. Those things I didn't learn because I didn't have parents growing up teaching me these things. And when I realized, like, hey, a bad childhood does not protect you at all. It doesn't protect you with the mindset that you need to actually even protect your happiness and your well-being. And because you don't have the mindset, because your parents were not there individually taking good care of you, teaching you things, imparting knowledge, that can really ruin your life. The fact that you don't know how to do basic things to protect yourself emotionally, that can leave you so many vulnerable to manipulations, to people misusing you, stuff like that. And these are the things that a lot of people who come from very bad childhood, they find themselves in very bad relationships. And they're like, why is this story of my mom and my dad repeating itself in my life? Because you're repeating what you know. And the mind repeats what it knows as long as it doesn't learn anything different, right? And so you find that the unhappiness that you learned, you bring it back into your adult life. You wonder, how is this happening so automatically, so swiftly? It's because the mind, when it learns a program, it learns how to execute that program so effortlessly, so easily, that you're going to revolve on that cycle, that karmic cycle, that wheel of karma, right? You're going to revolve with it until you learn something different. Until you learn something different, you're not gonna get off that wheel. Such things people need to learn. If you want the next class, email me at monica@posttraumaticbliss, and I'll give you a link to the videos, and then you can start watching the videos. Once you watch the first 5 videos, then at that time you let me know. I can give you my WhatsApp number, and then we can talk about the first 5 videos and what you have learned about the first 5 videos. Then you're going to complete the next 5 videos, okay? And then we are going to talk and see if you're coming, if anything is shifting in your life. Then you're going to do your workshop 1, and then you're going to do your workshop 2, right? You're going to do you're going to do the videos where you get the knowledge, and then you're going to do workshop 1 and workshop 2, okay? Those workshop 1 and workshop 2, you're going to repeat every year of your life, right? Because every year of your life, with coaching and personal development, you are not going to arrive, okay? You're not going to arrive. Maybe this year you're like, I'm going to work on fasting, I'm going to work on my health, on getting better. Maybe that's where you want to go. You want to go from here to here, right? Maybe that's what you want to do this year. Maybe next year you want to work on your relationships. Maybe the next year you want to work on your money and finances. But whatever, or you want to work on all those at the same time. You want to move from here to here. Then we help you understand with the knowledge part what you really need to do. Like what is recommended that you do, what science says, what other people say about it, right? Like people, doctors and people who know things, right? The current studies on mental health, we want you to have a degree in that, 10 classes. Then we go into your workshop. You're going to see the person you are right now and the person you want to be. And then you're going to make a plan of how you're going to close that gap, okay? So the reason you do that, it just changes the way you think and the way you approach life. And forever, when you have that program in your mind, there's no way you can lose, okay? There is no way you can lose, because you understand the most important things about mental health, and you understand what it means for your health, right? And you understand how to go about it. So you're no longer confused about what way to go. You know the way to go. The workshops, they just gives you the tools to get there quickly possible, the fastest way to get there. You take yourself there, but there's a lot of noise in the internet. That's why I tell people there's a lot of people on the internet, okay? They tell you that if you sit there and do nothing about your life, you just manifest, it will come back tomorrow and you'll be a millionaire. And I'm like, are you going to believe that lie? Are you seriously going to believe somebody on the internet telling you that, hey, if you sit there and you magically wish, it's going to happen? Like, you don't have to lift a finger. All of a sudden, somebody will call you and tell you, hey, Bruce Dent, I'll just give you 25 grand for no good reason. Okay? You didn't offer me any services. There's a lot here on the internet. Eva. I'm not from America. Mulungisi Brian. Nice to see you again. Right? You see, that's the thing, right? Nobody is going to, like, there's a lot of internet telling you stuff, right? Like telling you, oh, you just need to stay there and say. But actually, the best advice that I can give about money is, like, jobs that are not sexy, they make money. Like, jobs that are not sexy, they make money. Like dog grooming makes money, cleaning, carpet cleaning makes money, cleaning houses makes money. Like, there are these jobs that not sexy, but they make money, right? So what's up? What's up? You can't have me if you don't have money, Bruce Dent. Whoa. You would rather have me than have money? How is that possible? I'm not looking for a broke man. You want me to feed you? Hell no. Yes, I love that. I love that, Mlungisi. You believe in yourself. You like going out there, knowing what you want and knowing that you will get it. That is faith. That is faith, right? Faith in action. You're not just there, praying without action to it, right? You're doing it enough, believing in yourself enough, like, hey, I'm gonna go put myself out there. I'm gonna go, inspire people on the internet. I am going to tell them that they can change their mental health, because it is possible to change your mental health, or have an understanding about, how your environment shapes you, how your environment shapes your mental fortitude, your emotional stability, like understanding those things and understanding, telling people like, hey, you can change your life if you want to. There are small things that you need to understand about mental health and take these cardinal rules into action, right? But you're going to be victorious. The problem is a lot of people have potential. A lot of people have a potential to have a good mentally healthy life and to overcome trauma, but their mindset never changes. Their outlook on life never changes, and that is the problem. That is the problem, because if I tell you that, hey, fasting can really help you and your body, right? Just going on a fast, go fast. Try fasting for a day or 2 or 3 days, right? Go on a fast. Somebody will still say, but I miss that chicken. That donut. You want me not to eat that donut? There's still gonna be somebody with a fucked up mentality that you're like, you wanna move from here to here, but you don't wanna do anything in between, that's gonna help you. You wanna lose weight, but you don't wanna fast. You wanna kill cancer cells in your body, but you don't wanna fast. You wanna feel more calm and joyful and reset your insulin so you're not in stress mode all the time, but you don't wanna fast, okay? And as a coach, I'm like, I can tell you all this information. I can give you this blueprint to success, but are you going to make the effort? Right? Are you going to make the first step? Are you going to make the effort? See, a lot of people don't want to change. A lot of people want eat the easy way. You want to eat sugar and you don't want to be in survival mode. Guess what? Your nervous system doesn't work that way, and you're not going to reset your nervous system, right? If you want to reset your nervous system so you stop being in survival mode and then you activate your thriving mode, your era, and we tell you, you gotta do the fast, right? You gotta do the fast. We gotta reset your insulin, like your glucose, reset that baseline, and you don't want to do that. How you gonna heal your body? How you gonna heal your nervous system? How you gonna heal your emotional life so that you're not driven by stress hormones? You're driven by feel good hormones, the polyphenols and all those. How you gonna do that first if you don't get the knowledge, and if you don't implement that knowledge, okay? And you don't have a coach, and I tell you, look for a coach that has, look at me, right? Do I look like I don't discipline myself? Do I look like I'm a coach that does not discipline herself? Look at the way I look, right? Look at look at my habits, right? If I want to learn something, I read a book about it. I practice about it, right? You want a coach who holds themselves accountable, because if I don't hold myself accountable, I can't hold you accountable. I'm just going to let it slide, and you're never going to move from where you are to where you want to be, right? You're never gonna get there because you have a coach that tells you, oh, it's okay it's okay to eat a whole burger during your fasting, and we're gonna call it a good job. Okay. Right? Is that what you want? Is that the kind of coach you want to have? And see where you're gonna go? You're not gonna move from here to where you wanna be. It's never ever gonna happen. Right? So when I put myself here and I tell you I wanna be a coach and I wanna help you move from where you wanna be to where you wanna be, first I'm going to make sure that you understand your nervous system. That's why I made classes. I had classes, created classes for over 6 months. Okay, I took more than 6 months to create those classes. Okay, to write them, to make videos, to edit them, to make sure that they are well edited for you, so they're not boring, so that you feel engaged in that material for you. Okay, I already invested in you, so it's your time you start investing in you. Okay, because there are not going to be so many people that take a whole 10 years worth of knowledge that they have mastered in mental health and present to you in nice videos for you to just watch and understand your mental health, and then they give you practical lessons on what to do to move from where you are to where you want to be. You're going to cut yourself time. Like if you're in your 20s and you take my class, you're definitely like in the top 1% of your age group. Okay, the people who know nothing and the people who know something. If you're coming from trauma where you didn't have people teaching you things, your mental health, you come from a background that I came from. Okay, you definitely don't have the resources. You can't afford all this knowledge that other people that you're competing with that already have. You don't have that. Okay, that's why I created classes for you, so that you get to the top of your game very quickly and you level up, so that these people have got nothing on you. Okay, so we level that playing field, because guess what, these people have the advantage of having parents and people to guide them through life, and opportunities where they have money, and all these opportunities that you don't have. The people have taught them about money, people have taught them about health, people have taught them about relationships, stuff that you don't know, because you're not having that competitive advantage. You need to have that. You don't want to be the person in your 30s who is lacking knowledge that they have needed when they were in their 20s. Okay, you're already behind in your 20s. Don't be behind in your 30s and your 40s. No, you can't date me. I don't even know you. Jerry Weston, nice to see you. How's London? Is it still, you told me it stopped raining, finally. You're enjoying the sun? Welcome to Post-Traumatic Bliss. Okay. I'm not excited about getting married, to be honest. In this age, I think spiritually it's not for everybody. For like whether a man or a woman wants to stay single, not get married, not have kids, we can have a different life. A lot of people don't want to admit that people can have a different life, like that does not fit into the traditional model of having kids. Okay, and if you enjoy that life, that's fine, that's you. Okay, go get married, have kids, have that picket fence, love it. Okay, love it, love it. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Some of us here, we are trying to afford our lives. Okay, we are not trying to bring in people into this world who are going to be slaves of the system. Okay, another worker to continue the system. Some of us don't want that. Yeah, don't take care of me. I'll take care of myself. God is taking care of me. God is taking care of me. God gave me my brain cells to take care of me. Okay? From where I look, they're doing a good job, okay? Men be looking at a good looking woman and they're like, I'll take care of you. No. No, 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 no. You take care of yourself, okay? No, 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 no. We're not gonna do that. You take care of yourself and I'll take care of myself. Okay? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Elon Musk is like have more children, but he's not talking about black and brown people. He wants white people to have more children. Okay? Because people like Elon Musk, they have this white supremacy idea, right? So they think that white people are facing extinction. Actually, I've done a video about that. If you wanna, let me see. I have made a video about that on my channel. Let me go find it. About Elon Musk wanting more babies.
I'd say the biggest threat right now is population collapse.
Don't we have an overpopulation problem?
No, we have an underpopulation problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that is a very common misconception. I would have
It's a
never.
very common
Yeah.
misconception. What we face is population collapse.
Huh.
Collapse. Like people have no idea how fast the population is going to collapse.
In the U.S., the average number of babies an American woman has is 1.64. In South Korea, it's fallen to just 0.78. So what will happen to the world's 10th largest economy?
30 years ago, 40 years ago, we lived with grandparents. So it wasn't a big problem to take care of their own child. But in these days, only two people, mom and dad, they have to care about their small babies.
Do you think one day you will have kids? I just see the news. I see things are getting serious, but what should I do? I just don't do anything.
The Hispanic or Latino population, which includes people of any race, was 62.1 million in 2020. The Hispanic or Latino population grew 23%, while the population that was not of Hispanic or Latino origin grew 4.3% since 2020.
Like one metric to track is the ratio of adult diapers to baby diapers. And like Japan went past that point over 10 years ago. Like a low birth rate is a slow death for civilization.
White population remains the largest race of ethnicity group in the United States, with 204.3 million people identifying as white alone. But its share of the overall population is declining. The white alone population decreased by 8.6% since 2010.
Who wants a good laugh? There are people out there right now reading this line and thinking to themselves, well, if that number went down, and if it keeps going down, then that means that someday I'm gonna be a minority. Who am I gonna blame stuff on?
I've watched white males become increasingly frightened of the fact that they are going to lose their numerical majority in the United States of America, and the damn fools don't even realize that they have always been in the numerical minority worldwide. Only 15 to 18% of the human population of the earth is classified as white.
With birth rates at an all-time low, problems will arise. Gen X And please, millennials, listen carefully. It will likely result in an economic collapse due to a lack of workers to keep the economy rolling. The sirens are coming. If you're a Gen Xer like me, and all of a sudden the millennial has 1 or 2 kids, now what's going to happen is when I'm in Social Security in my 70s or 80s, there's not enough kids to pay for Social Security. You have to understand what's at play with the $33 trillion credit card that America has. Let's call it the debt and deficit. What's at play when it comes to your money, time, freedom, and why it's important to harness your own money, create your own strategies, and put yourself in a position to prosper where you're not depending on Social Security or other things to bail you out.
I'm 44. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a partner. I don't have kids. And that's also okay. Like for me to feel that and not to feel kind of ashamed almost. I was quite attached. I love kids. I'm really good with kids. I'd imagine like being on the little things, being on the train, being pregnant, being with my partner, getting, little things. And it was grief, like grieving that loss of that.
How did you let it go?
Faith started coming in, like, you know what? If it's meant for me, I can relax and it'll still happen. If it's not meant for me, no matter how hard I work, I'm gonna have to scrounge to make this happen. So I wanna live the life I'm meant to live, not the one I imagine is the one that's gonna give me joy. And
when he's not campaigning for Donald Trump or for free speech, Elon Musk is single-handedly working to repopulate the world. I feel sick just saying it. The 53-year-old, who is no oil painting, let's be honest, is father to 11 children to 3 different women, and he reportedly wants to build a compound for them all to live in.
No wonder Elon Musk favors his youngest son. It turns out that of his 11 children, only his youngest was conceived naturally. Observant fans have noticed that whether Musk is dining, gaming, or meeting with heads of state, he always has his son X by his side. His special attention to X is not without reason. Rumor has it that of Musk's 10 other children, only the eldest was naturally conceived, while the rest were conceived through IVF.
But people think Elon Musk is wild for having kids with all these different women, while his father, Errol Musk, said, "Hold my beer," because he just had a daughter with his own stepdaughter. So technically, Elon Musk's sister is now his mother.
Here's how I stop guys from flirting with me when I'm in public. I wear fake armpit hair, as well as a fake pregnancy belly. I make sure to always walk around with a baby stroller and headphones, because it makes men a little bit more hesitant to come up to me. On the inside of the stroller, I have a fake baby. When I'm at really busy areas, such as the park or the beach, I wear a clear backpack with a voodoo doll inside. And I also wear a face shield along with an ankle monitor. This method is usually effective and scares people off.
Choosing not to have kids, more people are dying earlier. And immigration is, well, a mess. And because of all of that, America will have peak population in the year 2080. And for the first time in more than 100 years, it all goes downhill from there. Now,
That is funny. Right? But children are still blessings from God. Yes, they are. All right. So that's the take I have on Elon Musk and his baby making machine, right? I honestly, I really don't care whether there are 2 people left on the planet or 3 people left on the planet. Like, I don't feel a moral obligation to pop out a baby, right? I don't care. I don't care whether in the future people will have people to pay for Social Security or people will be able to afford Social Security. I don't care. if you need the system to work, if you need people to have kids so the system can continue, then have laws that protect women, have laws that allow women to stay home and take care of their babies, have women to get paid to stay home and give birth, you know, have laws that make it profitable for somebody to have a baby, okay? Until then, don't bother me, okay? I have a life. If the system wants kids to continue the system, then it needs to pay for kids to come into the system, okay? If you don't have kids, system that protects a child's education, a child's family, then who are you to demand other people to have kids? So Elon Musk's father adopted a baby, a girl, right? And then divorced his wife and had a baby with the girl that he had adopted. Okay? Tell me about a fucked up family. These are the men you admire. Okay, the psychopaths at the top. Immoral people at the top. When the Bible says that the devil rules this world, it's real. It's a real thing. The psychopaths at the top. It's real. I just remembered I might have a meeting this morning. I have a meeting, definitely. Was it at 10? No, I had a meeting today. I think it's at 10 a.m. Oh, they'll probably call me. Yeah, they're going to call. They said it was a phone call. Hey, you guys are so quiet. Tell me, tell me. So yeah, when it comes to babies, you know, I think the saddest thing is, you know, people demanding that women have babies because they want to continue on a system. Like they don't care whether it's financially costing you, whether it's emotionally draining you. You know, they just want future workers for the system. Like, they want future slaves for the system. I know how to play the guitar. Very little. Like, not at all, but I will play it anyway. I know how to pretend play the guitar. But the good thing about pretending to play the guitar is you can sing any song. Pretty much. It's not gonna be in key, but you can sing any song. You know, like, Elon Musk wants to have 1 billion babies. he wants to have them all with white women. He thinks the white population is getting extinct and he has to personally do something about it. This world is fucked up in so many ways. If you feel depressed, it's not your fault. They create a difficult system and then they gaslight you and you feel that the system is fucked up. It's not your fault. Ooh. Okay. And then they made the system where you have to work all your life and never enjoy your life to make money for the billionaires who own all the companies of the world. They will destroy small businesses here in America to make room for corporations, and Trump is helping them. But you voted for him because you got no sense. But it's understandable because the education system is meant to make you a slave and stupid, not able to think for your own self, but to help the billionaires keep the system going for themselves, and you keep falling for that shit. Da, 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 da. I told you I can sing. Okay. I told you I'm badass. I sing so well. Matt Becker wants to marry me. Hey. Okay, I know I joke a lot, but sometimes you need therapy for all that's happening around the world. You just gotta make yourself happy. You know, we don't need cortisol ruining our life. I'm from Kenya. Low cortisol song. That's where the game is at low cortisol. You know, we need to watch our sugar, our blood sugar. Yep. When you understand things like cortisol, sugar, insulin, and how they're affecting your nervous system, keeping you in survival mode, these are the things that the system is using against you, okay? The system is using these things against you. The system uses sugar, okay, to destabilize your mental health, to keep you in stress mode. And once you understand glucose, you start to dismantle the system, because the thing they are attacking is your nervous system, okay? The thing they attack is your nervous system, because the system is meant to be like that, right? Once your body feels liberated, right? Once your nervous system start feeling like, oh, I am not dependent on food, I am not dependent on sugar, like, you get a lot of power back. You get a lot of power back, because once you go like, oh, I can go for 7 days without eating food, easy. You understand how much power you start all of a sudden getting into, like, mentally, how much power you get, how much energy you get from the system, like the system that's trying to destroy you with sugar. And you're like, I can control my blood sugar. I can go for 1 day without food. I can go for 2 days without food. I can control my blood sugar. The system, okay, cannot destroy you with cancer, right? The system cannot destroy you with depression. It cannot put you in that roller coaster of highs and lows using sugar, using bread. It cannot just control your mood swings, you know, with all the poison that's there, right? Once you understand, like, hey, I understand how to eat right. I understand, like, I am well educated. I know what I need to put into my stomach, into my mouth, right? Because I'm not eating there for the sake of eating. I'm understanding what it's doing to my nervous system, whether it's putting me in survival mode or whether it's helping me thrive. Then you start to defeat the devil in the system. We all have to do this if we want to win. But as a human race, we don't even have a goal. You know, as a people, we don't see that the common enemy is a system that's meant to destroy us. And I'm not saying that the system doesn't have a lot of good things. It has a lot of good things, you know, makes us have fresh water to drink. You can buy alkaline water. There's a lot of people doing good things in the businesses that they're doing, lots of them, right? But around the corner, right, is the devil trying to sell you all this other stuff, you know, that are going to ruin your family, your kids' health, your health. And you don't see it. You don't see it until your mind understands it. Thank you, Bruce. Always, always. Great minds think alike. You're smart too. I have beautiful brown skin. Oh, thank you. You know, it's the cocoa butter. It's the cocoa butter. Ooh. Yup, yup. I have a husband? No, jeez. Husband? Husband must die. Are there people getting married in 2026? Me, the dream of getting a husband left me a long time ago. Okay. Sometimes it's not the path that God wants you to be on. Once you realize that, you go on the path that God wants you to be on. Okay? Nice abs. My abs are getting there, you know. But honestly, I haven't always had like, I always say that if you've seen my photos from even last month, let me see. You see, there's a time I was like, I worked hard to lose weight, okay? Worked really hard to lose. You guys think it's a joke, losing weight. It's not, okay? Yeah, this is another video. Like I just lost some weight. Like, I don't know. I just lost some weight. I'm trying to see photos before. My mind is starting to feel very clear. Like when people say they are on a fasting day and their mind starts feeling clear. I'm having that moment right now. Like I feel, I don't know, like my mind is clear. Then I'll remain a princess forever. Okay, then I'll remain a princess forever. Princess don't need a prince. And it's not about the weight, you know, it's about the sugar, right? Being able to control the sugar, like being able not to be controlled by food, like mentally, right? You're like, I'm not controlled by food. That's the beauty of fasting. I need to get some sun. Let's get outside. Yeah. A little bit. Ooh, I need to open this door. Cause where did I put my keys? Where did I put my keys? Haven't gone outside. Oh, they're here. firstborn must die. Oh, it feels nice to be in the sun. Okay, right? Okay, so let's talk about something like gardening. Gardening is one of those things that can really help your mental health, help you with your microbiome, diversify your microbiome, put you in a good mood, you know. You can learn something. It's so good. Vitamin D, such a blessing. Vitamin D is such a blessing from God. Ooh. You know, we forget we need vitality, like sunlight. Hello, Theo. Man, this sun is blazing. It's right here, like right there. I'm trying to give it like the sun. Now we can solve all the world's problems when we are getting some sun. I'm getting a high getting the sun alone. I don't know about you, but getting some vitamin D on this brown skin is everything, okay? I don't know if you guys get depressed when you don't have the sun. But it's hitting this black woman a different way. Everybody here wants to marry me. Are you guys that lonely? Go find a girl near your area, get to know them, marry them. Get a life. It's so good. Bruce, this is amazing. I almost feel like I almost wish I was wearing a bikini instead of my yoga pants. No, I don't. Hey, men are not looking for beautiful, intelligent women, okay? Men are looking for confused women to marry. I don't want to be your wife, okay? You wonder why intelligent women don't want to get married? Do you ever wonder why they don't want marriage? You take care of yourself, okay? No, I don't want to take care of you. No. We already know you're not capable of taking care of a woman. No. You take care of you, take care of me. Let's all take care of ourselves. Oh my goodness, the sun feels It feels like life force is just getting inside of me. You know, like it feels like the life force is penetrating to my very core. Like, ah, man, God is good all the time. Mm. Do you know getting the morning sun can stop depression? Like a lot of people don't get depressed because they never, you know, by the time the sun comes out, they're going to work, they don't get the morning sun, and that depresses people. A lot of people, you know. If I was the president, okay, work would start at 11, okay? People need time to enjoy their families and then go to work and school, okay? Work starts at 11 and it ends at 5. 11 to 5 is enough for people to work and then without retiring for the rest of their lives, okay? Because now people can spend time with their families, they can do whatever, they can get the sun, they can go to work, and then they can even work Monday through Saturday. Most of people will be happy with that schedule. But pure energy comes from the sun. I didn't even know that. But I feel like my batteries are being charged. I feel like, you know, like I'm a whole solar panel that's being charged by the sun. I just feel good. Mm. There's a little lizard. If I move, I think he'll move. But he's sitting on a rock right here next to me. He's getting the sun, and I'm also getting the sun. I have so many lizards on my garden. Like, if I move, he'll probably move, but you can see him. He's just hanging out with me right here. You see him? Oh, wait. You see him right there? Hanging out with me, getting some sun. He's just chilling. He's just enjoying the sun. Oh, he's hidden. He's gone now. He saw me swinging this thing and he thought, oh, you never know this girl. She might, you know, she might go crazy and hit me with that stand. But I don't. One time I allowed these lizards to get into the house and they're out there looking for spiders or anything, like some ants, anything to eat. Um, Hi, son. Oh, it feels good. The sun feels good. Mm. Hello? Yeah, so you liked, oh, guy, Sasa? Hello? So, guy, you liked the videos?
You feel like your life story is so inspiring, and like what you've gone past, like you definitely have to do a book. Like, even if eventually, you know?
Yeah.
And cause kama nini kwena adoerejo mareka mafuku hata actually bishtangu mmoja mwenye anafanya book nimetoka kuwork naye sahi. Like I was like, you gotta do this, like, cause I'm like, man, you know, like what you've gone through and how you've gone, like how you overcome.
Yeah.
Just, yani, so many people wanaweza resonate. I'm like, yeah, like it's incredible. Oh, alafu dada ukwela terere, like, do you have like kama Instagram page yenye unaweka unaona to caption?
Oh, yeah.
Oria adoma madodeka like kakachi caption. Alafu gakoro like yani alafu gate like part of the story, you know.
Yeah.